ladies and gentlemen, it is time for our next final here on our stage for the 2023 WDF World Cup in Esbjerg. It's the women's pairs final between England and Finland. Please welcome on stage first, from Finland, Kirsi Viinikainen and Sari Sauvola. And their opponents from England, Greaves, Hedman.
Hello and a very warm welcome here for the first senior final here at the WDF World Cup in Esbjerg in Denmark. My name is Daniel and with me today I have the Secretary General of the WDF, Nick Rolls. Thank you so much for joining me.
Hi Daniel, I hope things are good. I hope you've had an enjoyable evening.
I very much have. I hope you have as well.
It's some great darts, right?
It's been really good. It's been really good. And we just spoke about it before we came on air that we have been very well entertained so far, especially in these stage matches. So let's hope that will follow.
Well, we've got the right people to be playing it with obviously Greaves and Hedman I was going to say with the experience, but the world champion hasn't actually got that much experience, only being 19 years old, but Dieter with all the experience in the world. But I think it's a strange one because obviously they were favourites to win the ladies team along with Lorraine Winstanley and Claire Brooking, but they got knocked out at the semi-final stage by a very good Welsh. The Welsh ladies played exceptionally well and it was a great victory for them. So you never quite know how they're feeling, a little bit low perhaps on that, or have they had enough time to go, no, we put that behind us now and play as they should? We'll soon find out, right?
We will, and we will be talking a little bit more about that when we start the match, because that is a very, very good point. The other team from Finland, Kirsi Viinikainen, who has been playing really good so far in this event, and also Sari Sauvola, who is a player, to be honest, I don't know too much about beforehand. Obviously, Kirsi is a player that we have seen a lot of times in a lot of different tournaments, and we know she is a good player. But Greaves and Hedman, they are, well, a different kind of good.
Yes, yeah, very much so. Look, Sari has played a few WDF tournaments. I was just looking at the records this year in Finland, in Sweden, Estonia as well. So she's picked up a few ranking points, but nothing to really shout about. So yeah, of the four players, she's definitely the least experienced. Yeah, and you're absolutely right about Kirsi. She has been, well, nothing short of magnificent so far this season. She's up to number 37 in the world. She's the Estonia champion, Tallinn champion, Finnish champion, Finnish Masters champion. So, you know, she has won it. So I don't think it's going to be one of those where if the opportunities arise, she's not going to be scared of those opportunities, so to speak. Whether the ability is going to be there to hit those winning doubles, etc. But there we go. The less known player has hit the biggest score in the first turn. So, what do we know, huh?
Yeah, what do we know?
But this young lady, Bo Greaves, has just been phenomenal for 2-3 years now in the ladies' game. Clearly the number one in the world at the moment, and a long way clear in the rankings. But she's been playing pairs with Dieter Hedman around Europe for a number of years now. The two of them always pair together when they go to tournaments, if they both go to those tournaments. So it's a pair that works really well as well. It's not a pair that's been thrown together for the World Cup, if you see what I mean.
Yeah, I do. It just seems so natural between them. They seem to not just be good friends, but the chemistry between them is just it's just really good.
Very much so. Very much so. Dieter's taking Bo under her wing, so to speak, to help her into the world of darts, and of course she's had to make some difficult decisions in the last week or so. But good decision in my humble opinion.
Yeah, of course. If you don't know what Nick is referring to, she has chosen to play the WDF World Championships instead of going to the PDC. But that's one discussion that we can always save for another time. Right now, Dieter Hedman has to focus on this 52 to bring England in front, 1-0.
Yeah, and a little bit of she missed the big 12. A little bit of pressure with Kirsi and Sari only on 75. So, yeah, Dieter's got the 12, but not the tops. Should be treble 17 for double 12. 3 is 72, so lots of ways of going on 72. Treble 12, treble 16. Okay, should be another 16 now for double top, which it is. But will she get a shot? Wrong double. Double 19. Showing off. You see, you can hit two doubles when you only really actually need to hit one.
Yeah, I've been speaking to both some Danish media this week, and also to a lot of my friends who doesn't necessarily know too much about darts. And when asked about why should I come to Esbjerg this weekend, my answer is Bo Greaves.
Okay, really?
Yeah, she is to me just this incredible generational talent, but the big difference is she's a female player.
Yeah.
And she's just a huge story in herself. There's a lot of other things to come for, of course, but I'm so excited about her.
Yeah, she's certainly been knowing Bo quite well. She is quite mild-mannered and quite reserved, but she's accepted the fact that with her, if you like, fame of winning the World Championships, people will want a photo or they will want to talk to her, and she's been more than obliging this week with, people from all around the world, which is great. And yeah, as I say, I know Bo, and I never had a doubt that would be the case. She's happy to talk to anyone and have a photo taken, which is great. I think you're saying about coming to Esbjerg. I think I would add to that, and it's great. Obviously Bo is a great attraction to the tournament, but I think just players from 49 different countries has just been absolutely amazing. Some of the scenes that we've had when the team games are playing, when all four men or all four women are playing, and it's quite tight in there, and the cheering, etc. And it's all been absolutely brilliant atmosphere, and no trouble whatsoever for there has been no trouble. Simple as that.
Yeah, that's another thing about the World Cup that I really enjoy. That is the team event. That you don't see it anywhere else.
Right.
But it's just this extremely exciting way to play darts, and I mean it's it's not just teams, it's actually countries playing against each other. National teams.
It's funny you should. Today is my favourite day of the World Cup, and the reason for that is you get there at 11 o'clock in the morning, as we did this morning. There were 16 men's teams and 16 women's teams who all took to the hockey at the same time. So the games get going, and within about 45 minutes, you've got these games that are 6-all or 7-all, and every dart is being cheered, and then you'll hear a cheer from over the other side. Oh God, what's happening over there? Or what's and then when some of the games go to 8-8, and the managers have to pick another player or pick the player they want to play in the final game. There's just been some. Sweden and Wales played out a fantastic game earlier on, and Andreas Harrison of Sweden hit. I think he went out on 80 to make the game 8-all, and then he was picked to play the winning game and started with a 180. So, but we should look at the bullseye here for Dieter. Oh, it's a good leave.
A very good setup.
Yeah.
Well thought out.
Yeah. To leave 36. But Kers is more than capable of hitting this 88. Should be treble 20. Oh, that's made a bit of a mess of that one. She's got to go treble 17 now for double 16. And then treble 10. Possibly the ball, but I'd say treble 10. Yeah. Danger signs are there because this lady has darts in her hand, and one of her I was going to say one of her favourite doubles. I think all of them are. Oh.
And this is a chance for Finland here. They probably need to use their opportunities.
You do get the impression they need to gobble up these opportunities, as you've said it. And 1-1 to 2-0 is a big difference, isn't it? Although it is first to 6.
But also a possible break of throw here. 2-0 for England.
Yeah. Denmark's very own referee as well.
Christian Sørensen.
Christian Sørensen.
Very own.
Yeah. He's come on in leaps and bounds over the last, I think I met him about 4 or 5 years ago at the Danish Open, funny enough, Carsten. I'm very lucky to be invited to the Danish Open. So anyone living out in Denmark, I think it's first week of May, I think, is normally the Denmark Open.
Yeah.
It is in this very building. Great venue, some great darts, meet some friends and have a good time. Come down to the Denmark Open. There we go, Carsten. I've given you a bit of a plug for your tournament for next year.
I'm sure he'll be happy. But yeah, just a quick word on Christian. He, other than being a good caller and an MC, he has also been a team manager for both the youth side and for the ladies side for a number of years, and even played on the Danish youth national team.
I heard
way
that.
back.
I heard that. It would have been way back. He's so old.
Yeah, I mean...
Don't tell him I said that, though, right?
Played youth darts with Robin Hood.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, you can be impressed about Bo Greaves, of course, but I mean, Dieter Hedman, her records, her number of tournament wins, and still being an elite player. But I mean, you see players walking away from the game when they turn 50, 55. She's 63 and still going. That's so impressive to me. Very
much so. And if you don't know, she works in the post rooms in the UK. So invariably, I think if I'm right, she's just had a shift change within a shift pattern change. But either way, late nights or very early mornings for Dieter, and quite a lot of the time on a Friday it'll be finish, get back home, the suitcase is already packed, pick it up and go off to this country, that country, and if it's not there she'll play for her county of Oxfordshire in the United Kingdom, or in England I should say. So yeah, darts is just her life, and she loves it, has done a lot for English darts youth as well over the last few years as well. And I think that's beginning to show with, you saw Paige Paulin and Hannah Meek have just represented England, and Dieter's the sort of person that they look up to someone that they want to aspire to be, isn't it?
And also just an extremely popular character. I don't think you can find anyone who has a bad word about Dieter.
88. Should stay there because the opponents are on 187. She doesn't need to go 18 in ball. So 40, an 8 or a 16 here. 16 it is to lead 32. You were right about Kiersey, we were both right. We were saying that she's playing well. I think she's in the singles semi-finals tomorrow as well. So where she plays Dieter, I believe it is, and Bo plays Noah Lynn van Nieuwen. So these two ladies will be back on the stage tomorrow. 3 of the 4 ladies will actually be back on the stage. 3-0 it is. It's looking a bit ominous for the Finnish ladies at the moment.
And there's a big difference between coming here tomorrow with a gold medal in hand or a silver medal. It will mean more to the Finnish players to win a gold medal. Well, let me say it in another way, that the English players will be more disappointed about losing, I think.
That's one way of looking at it. I think you're right. I think they will be over the moon to win a gold medal, the Finnish ladies, and to beat Bo and Dieter would indeed be an amazing achievement, and especially now that they're 3-0 down. So it would be incredible. But I know Dieter covets every medal that she wins, and Bo's beginning to get a pile of medals now as well. I think the DDU deserve a lot of credit for this week as well. I know Karsten Jeppesen has worked tirelessly, and God forbid he's had to put up with me on the phone with him for a number of occasions, just asking probably what he thinks are daft questions. But he said this evening that they sold a number of tickets for people to come and watch it from the local area, and you can see in the crowd there is a good crowd in. It's been great fun this evening, and people have clearly enjoyed themselves. The biggest roar was probably the Canadian guy winning, Robbie Mills. Well, it felt like maybe it was because I was refereeing that game. I felt really close to it. Hear those guys. Big chance of winning this leg, the Finns. 90 after 12 darts is an exceptional effort.
Even though it's a 140, there's still not really any pressure in this one. So she can choose to go for the triple 18.
Yeah.
That's sensational darts here for 14 darter.
Oh, well done, Kiersey. Great dart, 14 darts.
Which is a 107 average in just one leg, of course, but that is world class.
Yeah, certainly is. What we mustn't forget, it's been something that's been part of the WDS thinking on the World Cup, is that these players have been playing since Tuesday morning. So they've had Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and now Friday, and some will be playing again tomorrow of just darts, which is not their normal modus operandi. It's not the way they would normally play darts. It might be one evening, or then the tournament at the weekend, etc. So to play four consecutive full days of darts, I think they're enjoying it, and most of the countries around are saying that they're enjoying, but to actually do it's quite a physically will take them out, take it out of them.
Yeah, you need to be professional throughout if you want to play a whole week, you need to have your rest, you need to eat properly, you simply need to be as physical and mentally ready as you can. And well, you can do that for a day or two, but you really have to think about it when you're playing across 4 or 5 days.
Yep. One of the things I would say, again, credit I'd say to the DDU, but obviously to Esbjerg and the hockey arena, Granny Hockey Arena. The food has been great all week,
which is the most important thing.
Well, it is. We're again you're here all week and you're in a fresh country, or in a different country from your home country, and you have your own likes and dislikes at home. But yeah, there certainly hasn't been one evening where we haven't been out to a restaurant or in the hotel having food, and it's been great. Or indeed here at the venue.
Now with a good visit here.
Yes. I was going to say, you carry on. Sorry, I do apologise.
Yeah, no need to. This could be very interesting, but that's only a 45, so not too much damage done here. But still, Bo needs to put in a good score, which she does. And now England are very much back in the lead.
Yeah, they had the darts in this leg as well, so theoretically they should be in front in this leg. But you're right, that leg, or this leg, may very well have swung on those last two visits, a 45 followed by a 140, albeit if Kiasi can possibly get another treble. Oh, I think she's going to go treble 19 here.
And also going into this leg, England, despite being in front 3-1, they are actually averaging 6 points lower than Finland.
Really? There we go. I can see you with Dart Connect on the screen there, giving you your stats. Oh, another chance here. If she could get a treble here.
A big difference between leaving 77 and 60.
Now. Okay, to leave 80 is not the worst leave in the world. 77 though for Bo, 19s. Single 18 for tops. Tops it is then. And that's why she's the world champion. She knows, and you can tell from the expression on her face, that she's not playing as well as she wants to play. But even then, a 77 finish, just bang, thank you very much. And we're at 4-1.
Yeah, it was quite obvious she was struggling to find her rhythm, or even just to release her dart. I mean, we can't say that it was about releasing her dart, because then everyone will be thinking about something we don't want to talk about. Well, but it's no secret that it is something she has struggled with in the past.
Yes.
So that's another thing that's really impressive to me, that she has been able to overcome dealing with dartitis and, well, come back even stronger.
Very true.
Another player who we have seen on the stage today, Barry Fampier, is another example who is a player who struggled with it, but come back very, very strong to be an even better player than he was before.
Yes, he's doing very well, Barry. The Dutch Open champion. Well, you know how many people enter that tournament. It got literally into the thousands into the Dutch Open, and then I was with him when he won the Swedish Open as well in August, and obviously clearly going well in the Challenge Tour as well. And again, that could be the opening that. Bo's chatting away to herself there.
Yeah, and it very much, to me at least, it looks like the rhythm. It's hard to find the rhythm, and it is when you are playing in a pairs match. And let's face it, the two Finnish players, they haven't got the most rhythmic throw.
They're not very quick either. Yeah.
So if you are depending on your rhythm as a part of your throw, then it can be really difficult.
Yep. Oh, good darts, Dieter. After a bad 5 and a 122 to leave 167. Maybe Bo can hit the ball though. Dieter couldn't. We've got 6 darts at it, whatever happens. 6 darts from 167 to be the WDF World Cup Ladies Champions.
which will also be very important in the overall ranking.
Yes.
So this is something that may not everyone knows, but other than playing for medals in the singles and the pairs and the team event, there's also an overall World Cup.
Yes, there certainly is, and there's no doubt that the English ladies are the champions. But they went out in the in the team game in the quarter-finals. Yes, sorry, there we go. Good 107 outshot from Dieter. Yeah, so quarter-finalists in the ladies team event, and.
Oh yeah, sorry, it's my fault. It was in the semi-final.
Yes, it was a semi. I couldn't remember myself. There's been so many darts right now. That's what it is. And but the favourites, you would have thought, if anyone was going to topple them, would have been the Dutch ladies. But of course, they went out in the quarterfinals of the ladies team game. Bo and Dieter are both still in the singles as well. So I think it's looking as though the English ladies will hold their title. But not in the way that they've won it in past years, where they've literally cleared up, and the pairs finals been England v England, the singles finals been England v England, and but there we go.
And being from England yourself, but also the Secretary General of the WDF. How does that sound? That, well, England isn't as dominant as before, but in other words, you could say that is good for the WDF. More countries competing for the big titles.
Yeah, I think it is. We believe we've made big strides with our World Championship, where we've opened it up to more countries. There are 7, I think it is, regions where two male players and 1 female player come from each of those regions to qualify for Lakeside, which means countries like New Zealand have their own region. So I think they've got 5 or 6 players. I think it's 5. Hungary have got 5 players. Romania have got a player. United States have got 3 players, got 2 men and a woman. So it's spread around the world, which makes it fantastic for the World Championships, and hopefully it's getting those countries back on the map of playing darts to qualify for tournaments like this, which then makes the teams in these sorts of tournaments that little bit stronger. Some of the countries are coming here, have got their first medals. I think Mongolia grabbed their first medal ever earlier, and there are other countries as well.
I believe Egypt
as
well.
Yes, that's right. Yes, you're right. Egypt has won a medal, so which is great, isn't it? You know, from around the world.
Now switching down to the 19s, but she really needs a big score to put pressure on England here. Now Dieter Hedman. Please go for 3 bullseyes. That would be very nice.
I think that's really, that one's left to Simon Whitlock, isn't it? Simon's done that before now. Teach will be happy to hit a treble here, but still a bit of time unless Sari hits a really big score here, I think. Bowden on 110. Treble 18 for double 18. I don't think that's in. She's coming back for the treble 20. She has. To leave double 6 for the title. Unless, of course, Kelsey can go treble 20, and double 18. One of only 6 finishes where there's only one way to get out. I'll let you work out the other 5 at some point.
Thank you so much. I don't think we have the time in
No,
this
you don't what I do, but you can.
Yeah, I'll come back to you.
Yeah. Maybe we can do that one tomorrow, right?
Yeah, that's fine. All right, for not only the match, but also for the title. There we go. And how fitting that Dieter Hedman wins the title for England, but also Bo Greaves, of course, being a big part of this team and this title. Congratulations to England. Congratulations to Munich.
Thank you very much.
Also, congratulations to Finland with a very great result.
Daniel, I'd like to thank you for inviting me to come up onto the commentary box. Really enjoyed it. It's good to meet you, and let's see whether we can do another one tomorrow.
Yeah, let's see. You have a lot of things to do. Thank you
so
much.
I've got to go and referee the final of the men's pair, so I'll see you in a bit.
That sounds
Thanks,
good.
everyone.
And thank you, everyone. Stay here just for a few moments, and then we will be ready with the men's pairs finals.